Marcus, what do you take away from just some of the regular season battles that you had with Philadelphia, and how different are they a team in the playoffs from what you saw earlier this year?
Big difference. I don't think we played against them when they had Ilyasova or other guy named that came from Atlanta. Bellinelli. Just adding those veteran guys, I can see how it's benefiting some of the young guys they have on the team. And, the team as a whole, I can tell they have that veteran kind of leadership, or just a veteran experience, and the ball's moving, and guys are getting good shots, and everybody's kind of contributing.
You guys were able to shut out Milwaukee in terms of transition points, which is a big part of what they do, and you're playing the Sixers team. That's a big one of their strengths as well. Yeah. What's the key to you guys building off of what you were able to do against the Bucks, against a team that's going to come at you the same way?
First, I think start with the intensity level. We really imposed our will on Milwaukee that last game, and I think that they felt, everybody could feel it. Even though we were at home, I think the way we picked them up a little higher, picked them up. Our guards did a great job picking them up full court and just getting into their body. I think that has to transfer over. Obviously, they don't have the post presence, as Philly does, but in transition, they're kind of similar.
For you, what was this first round series like? I mean, I believe it's the first time you've been able to get to the second round of the playoffs. What did that mean to you personally to make that progress?
Definitely, it was important for my career. I definitely didn't want to be one of those guys that play a bunch of years and never really, get the experience, really winning and getting to the second round and, possibly getting further than that. It was, the intensity was very high. Personally myself, I wanted to be a little bit more consistent on the road. In Milwaukee, I didn't think I played as well as I could have. But it happens. Each game is different in the playoffs, and you can contribute some, a different way each game. So.
What's the first Sixers team you remember growing up?
The first one?
Yeah.
Damn, it's
first good one.
I mean, all the teams AI was on, obviously. I wasn't, I was an AI fan. I wasn't, too much of a Sixers fan, but I love the Sixers, but I also just really like AI. So it was like up and down because I like the Mike, Kobe, everybody. But AI, changed the game. We used to see him in Fridays on City Line Avenue, then see him getting 60. So it was different growing up. Me and my brother, being able to watch him, the things he did, and the way he carried his team to the finals.
What do you think this team now means to the city, just in terms of?
Man, it means a lot. Philly, man, we had a great year. With the Eagles winning. Meek Mills got out of jail, and it's funny, but it's really big for our city. You know what I mean? A lot of people really appreciate it. It just you can tell. You can tell the way, the feeling when you get there that it's coming back. God has been there my entire life. You know what I mean? And not really seeing it. At its peak. I think right now Philadelphia is at its peak, just with everything, sports. Living out there. It's really coming back.
How does you're in an interesting position, and you're a Philly guy going back in that kind of a year. I mean, what's this like for you?
I expect it to be the same, same treatment as far as them not even really caring that I'm from Philadelphia. Which I really don't care either. When I'm competing against them, I'm gonna have my own personal fans, which is my family, the people that watch me grow up. But I'm expecting the same treatment. As far as going there, I know so many people out there that watch me and my brother grow up from such a young age, but they're also diehard Sixer fan, Philadelphia fans, so I can expect the same treatment everybody else will be.
Marcus, what about your family? I mean, you gotta have family that are Sixer fans too, right?
Yeah, my family gonna root for me. There's no doubt about it. But my family and friends, no doubt about it, they gonna root for me. But I'm just talking about the people, that's really not from the area I'm from. Like, what I mean? The urban side. going to root for me. I can say that.
Are there mixed feelings though for you going back to Philly? I mean, you obviously you want to win with the Celtics, but you kind of like to see your hometown team doing all right.
No, I want the Celtics to win. I care less. If I wasn't playing against them, then I'd be rooting for them. But I can care less about Philly getting any wins. If it's up to me, we sweep them and get it over with. But I know it's gonna be a tough series. I know everybody's going, it's amped up to play. They had a lot of rest, so I know they're coming in, feeling really energized. But they still got to go through Boston first.
Marcus, you guys had a little bit of a roller coaster first-round series in terms of offense. What are you guys seeing on film against this team that you're going to be facing that you need to do to be able to score consistently?
Well, Milwaukee, I think they gave us a problem with their length. You know what I mean? And the first two games, I thought we played offense was really good until they, threw Thon Maker in there, and he kind of like challenged us at the rim a little bit. And I think their left was, giving us problems for a little bit. But, Philly, I think they do a lot of switching, and Embiid's probably their only major shot blocker. So I think offensively we'll be better in this series, because I think we have the slight advantage just with guys that can create, put on the floor, and they have a lot of shooters and Euro guys that pass, move, and things like that. So offensively, I think we got the advantage.
This is the first significant matchup since the Super Bowl. Is this becoming city against city like it was many years ago?
Growing up, I never really watched Boston. I was from Philly. I was diehard, so I never really watched them. But the tradition says this is going to be a crazy series, so I'm excited to see it. I just noticed how the arena was in these past games. I know it's going to be crazy, but I know also Philly's going to be crazy too. So we worked all year to get this home court advantage, and it's going to pay off for us.
You guys have the home court advantage, but is there a sense among yourselves that you're perceived as underdogs just because of who you don't have available and how they were able to kind of move on to the round pretty quickly?
I think so. It's been, since, guys haven't been available, that's been the talk all season. So, obviously, but, we got a little bit stronger when we added Marcus back. So, and the guys we got, man, they all stepping up. Everybody's, doing what they're supposed to do. Younger guys are, playing their ass off. Shimmy's, coming in and stepping up. And bench guys are playing really well. So I think we're just really in a groove right now, and everybody's like kind of figuring out their role. I mean, I know it's a little late, but it's the best time right now, I think.
You talked about wanting to play better on the road in the Milwaukee series. What do you think the situation is going to be like for you when you get on the road in this series?
Philly?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little, I think I'm gonna be a little nervous just because, not in the fact of playing on the road, but just playing in front of the people, that I was raised in front of, you know what I mean, and being able to just go back and, all grown up and, being with the Boston Celtics. I think, it's gonna be a little nervous at first, but look at the numbers. See what I do.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marcus.